is how I start my accent walls. Right here is a sheet of 3/4 MDF, and this accent wall is black, so I'm painting it with a tinted primer. So I got the primer tinted black, so the closest you can get to black is gray. So right now I'm painting, I still got to touch up those edges. I still got to touch up those edges right there. So, but yeah, I'm painting some primer, and then I will cut these two sheets into 2.5 inch, I guess you want to call them slats. So I just got finished sanding with the Merkin, and the dust extractor is amazing. But just got finished sanding, and now I marked the 2.5 inches on the track saw, and now I'm about to cut the strips. So I sanded everything just so I had a primer, and I painted the primer as you're seeing it now, sanded that off to give it a more smooth look. So when it goes on the wall, it'll be less sand while on site, and it will be easier to paint. It'll look good. I'm about to cut some of these strips, and I'll holler at you later. That I'll be loving you always until the end. Always. What's up? So today I'm gonna show y'all how I prep all my stuff and get ready to do a accent wall. To me, this is the most efficient and most cost efficient way. So right here I have a piece of MDF 3/4. I'll show you a quick little clips of how I painted it. I just threw a quick primer on it so that the paint will stick and it'll hide all the other blemishes of the MDF as I sanded and all that stuff. So I painted it, I went through, sanded the whole sheet, and now I'm about to cut some 2.5 inch strips. So let me show y'all how I do it. If it inspires you, hey, you can be great too. I got my Craig jig little thing set at 2.5. Put a mark here, and then I got a mark here, and I put one in the middle just for safe measure. Grab a track saw, and then this comes, I line of clamps. These clamps are amazing. So you put it in the track, and it clamps onto the piece. So it don't move, and then I go back up. And then you lock it on. Piece of insulation at the bottom so I don't cut into my table. So some air protection. So bam, you have one strip right here. I'm going to round over the edges later, and then also add some primer to the edges. I like to do it towards the end because then I can just throw a quick coat of primer on all the edges at the same time. and they're on their side right now, so I'm able to paint all of them at once and then go through and sand the individual of them side. So let's get the painting.
So as I let this dry, then I'm gonna flip it over and paint the other side. But if you're wondering why I have the clamps on there, it's only to hold the slats together so the paint doesn't seep into the sides. And when it dries, it makes it a little difficult to pull the slats apart. But remember, we're sanding this anyhow, so it really doesn't matter. This is on here just to give it a top primer coat to fill in all the voids and all that little stuff that comes with the cutting of the wood. But yeah, it's coming along, looks good at this phase. And then we're gonna flip it, let it dry a little bit, take the clamp off and just paint that section. But yeah, stay tuned, you'll see what's going on next. So now that is done, I'm about to sand the sides and round over the edges. Something a little quick and easy. Take a look. adding the little, I don't even know what to call it right now, but I'll holler at y'all later. So you seeing behind me, we got the accent wall. So I already put the pieces on, and if you're looking closer, let me just zoom in. You see the caulk is on there. So it's coming out. Cool. Let me see. It goes. I'm not finished with that section, but this side is all done. Everything's caulked up. And you see these are the slats that I cut. These are the slats that I cut. So now they're all up. And we're making it look nice. Just fill the pinholes and corners. So then I'm going to sand it, and then the final top coat, and we should be done. So now you see this accent wall is complete. There we go. So now you see how I did this. It was more so